Here's 2nd and 12. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Allen now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Now Allen looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Brady now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Brady. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Going to throw right side here. Complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Again, it's Brady. That's complete right around the 8. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Brady to throw again. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And it's 21-3. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense, drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a play fake, Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. New England on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, it's Allen being chased out left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They try again with Cohen. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
New England on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, I don't care how long he plays. Anytime there's a fumble involving Tom Brady.
You think the Raiders are involved?
You think the Raiders are involved, you think it's snowing, and immediately you hear the words, Tuck Rule. And now the Tuck Rule doesn't exist anymore, but that always comes back up with Tom Brady, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, even here, even now. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
He'll get it up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
That didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On second down, here's Allen. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're heading.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Zach Brown bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now Allen, got to have this one. And it is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. Jerry Hughes on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Allen to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play for the Bills on third down. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Bills on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Allen. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. One final try here for Allen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Hey, go!
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy! Let's go! Go! Go!
Off the toss, Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was wrong.
Allen, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. And they'll run it here. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's all